Hello, hello, and welcome back. I'm Coffee. This is the character Coffee, and I want to start out by apologizing. My last video went an hour and 42 minutes, just way too long. So this time I'm going to try to manage time a little better. I'm setting a timer, and I'm only going to play for 35 minutes, or at least set the timer for that. And when, if necessary, I'll go a little bit longer to wrap something up, but mostly I just want to make this short and sweet. So I actually tried to start this a couple minutes ago, but I realized I hit the wrong button to start the recording. So I accidentally bought a property off camera. I wanted to show you that though. There's two properties right here that are of interest. This one right across the street from where we want to be costs $500,000. Definitely we can't afford that. I actually had $200,000 if you recall when we ended the last one. I now have $173,000 because this property right across the street that I did buy only cost $30,000. It's 45 by 45 feet yards. I don't know what that is. Meters probably, compared to 50 by 50 for the $500,000 lot. Incredible value. So I'll be able to stick a depot or any house or several houses on that one, and we have a quick way to get over to this area, where we're probably going to spend a great deal of time, because cheese and meat is how I like to make my money. Alright, so how is the cheese doing? I'm interested in the boxes, particularly going to the burger joints and the pizza joints, because they have contracts available. So we got lots going to burger joint Jeju, burger joint Segupio, 49 boxes, probably the one we're going to do. Yeah, we'll probably end up going to the burger joint. But let's go take a look at meat first. I'm going to hit pause on you for real quick and on my timer to save a little bit. Alright, back. We're over at the meat. Let's see how it's doing. Okay, these are the ones we're interested in. It's a difficult drive up into the mountains, and it usually pays a lot better than that. It's only 107%. So we're going to wait on these until they get up to hopefully 10 or 11,000 each. And we're going to go do those cheese boxes. I think as a goal today, I'm going to try to make enough to buy a CUDA container so that I can task it as an AI company truck to deliver containers to the meat factory and just fill that sucker up. And maybe next time we'll buy a tanker, maybe a small one, so that we can continuously supply milk to this base here. So we'll see what we can accomplish here. Alright, which one did we like? Oh, we'd like to do that one because it's such a good deal, but burger joint Segupio, we're going to that one. We'll stick as many of these as we can in the truck. Turn off the motor, hop on out. I auto-loaded one. I'm gonna knock that down, or strap that down. And here we go. Let's pick up more boxes. I'm gonna probably do this on fast speed, so you don't have to agonizingly watch me drop these in. Alright, well that appears to be it. We are not going to get any more on that. I think we got 9. Oh, we only got 8. Alright, well that'll still make us a bit of money. Autopilot is telling us to go right. I prefer to go this way. I think it's a little shorter. We got fuel. We're repaired. Go deliver and make some money. I think I need about 130,000 for a CUDA container. Got that already, so who knows, maybe we'll get enough to buy a small Kira tanker as well and get our company vehicles up and running. Whoops. I should get into my normal driving view because I'm a little erratic here. Oh yeah. No guarantee I'll drive any better, but at least I'll feel slightly more in control. That of course leads to Ghazi Ranch and knock some fuel. There's a property right there on the corner I'd like to buy as well to give me a teleport site close to that, but as I recall it's a little expensive and it might be cheaper to buy a campy. We'll check that out when we get to it. Not super critical because most times I start down at the harbor anyways to pick up fuel. So I rarely start up at Ghazi Ranch, but sometimes I just want to go up there, grab some milk, jumpstart the cheese factory and get on with it. Yeah, I missed that turn. Coast Road works fine. Yeah, Mr. Transmission Killer. Stop sign runner. That's why I set the game to 0 cops. I run stop signs all the time. I drive on the wrong side of the road. And although it's not hard to evade AI cops, it's just annoying. And you do get caught occasionally if you happen to run into a second one while someone else is chasing you. They can sometimes pin you and cost you 400 gold or more. Nobody needs that. Alright, target's up there in the hill, up in the office buildings a bit. Alright, there's our burger joint. So we gotta get ourselves a contract. I was hoping to get a 10 contract, but I just couldn't get them on the truck today. I've gotten quite a few on here. I'm sure I've gotten 10 before. But if you don't get a good start, it gets impossible to stack them too high. Alright, contracts. Cheese box. We only have 8, so we're going to take a 5 contract. And that'll give us an additional 12,500. Oh, minus, what was the cost for that? Minus 2,500. So we'll make 10 grand extra on this trip for the contract. Thank you very much. It's free money. Why not take it? Drive in the zone and deliver. Cha-ching, 41 plus 10, 50,000. Easy peasy. You can see why I like the cheesy. The meat's even better, but again, it takes a minute for it to get up in value. Okay. We have 225,000. I want to get over to GoSan Truck and buy the tools we need for the company. So I'm going to pause you. Oh, you know, I'll do you on high speed. I think I like that music that I used for the garbage trip on the last video. So we'll do a little high speed driving with Coffee's version of Hackety Sack. I really should look into whether Hackety Sack is publicly available to use. That's the perfect time-lapse music in my opinion. Alright, to GoSan Truck. Enjoy. Alright, good old GoSan. So what we want is right over there. Let's just verify this is the container. Yes, CUDA container, 130,000. Buy it. Boom. Alright. This is going to be a company vehicle. All I really want to do is put a paint job on it, and I'll leave it stock for now. Get out of that view. And back to where we can paint the thing. I'm going to go with basically the same colors we got already. Window tint. Seat one. Oh, 3 options for seats. What's up with that? Let's go with that, because that one's not metallic. Brown. Reduce the metallic on it, because it's a seat. Seat 3, don't know what. Yeah, whatever. We'll make it black. Now let's make it green. Khaki. Cargo bed. How about gray? Oh no, that's that part of the bed. Let's make that same as the body. And cargo bed 2 is probably the, yeah, that's the top of it. Let's go with that green to match the seats. Okie dokie, easy peasy. Done. Okay, that cargo bed looks a little weird, but whatever. It's going to be covered with containers. Alright, so how do we do this company truck thing? Well, first of all, we got to open up the company menu, escape, key, open up the company. There's my company, select it. Now we can add, we're on the vehicle tab, we can add a vehicle. There he is. Alright, CUDA container is now a company truck, and I want to create a route for it. So we go to truck routes, add. Let's change the name to meat containers. How about just meat cont? Abbreviate a little bit. And then we make our route by clicking on where we want to go. So we want to start off of these. This is where we get the containers. I like to click 1 and 2 just in case one doesn't have the container we want. And then we're going to take it over to Meat Factory. Boom. That's it. That is the entirety of the route. Just going to go back and forth from there to there and fill up the meat container or Meat Factory. Oh, now we got to assign it to the truck. Oops, company, select. There's my truck. Now we need to assign the route to it. Bus routes, truck route. Assign the truck route, meat cont. There it is. Boom. And from here you can determine where you want it to start. you can change where it's going to, which could be useful down the road. So once we get out of this, we just need to hop out of the truck, and it asks if we want to hand it over. Yes, we do. Go make money. Oh, except I'm paranoid. I'm going to put it on the road first. Sometimes these things have trouble getting onto the road. Get it headed in the right direction. Always helps to get a good start. Which is what I'm trying to do. Help you get a good start in MotorTown. Go. Make money. Oh, you got a better driver. Got a female driver. They're safer. That might be sexist of me to say that, but whatever. It's what it is. I think women are safer drivers. Well, it probably does not apply whatsoever to the game here. All right, so what do we have left for money? 95,000. Can we buy a tanker? We can. Hey, Kira. Can we buy you? We can. Boom. Same thing. Let's put a paint job on it real quick. Send it off to work. I think in the next update, these doors are going to get wider. Not an issue for the Kira tanker, but some of the trucks, it's a little tight getting in there right now. All right, paint. Body 1. Tank. Seat brown. Window tint. Should we make the tank a contrasting color? Let's go that. Keep it clean. I forgot to hit OK and pay. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Sorry, folks. I'm spazzing out here. Oh, it looks like it saved my settings. I'm just going to run through them real quick to make sure. Oh, it did not save that. There we go. Now hit OK. 100. Boom. There we go. Lots of parts we could add to this, but again, for company AIs, they don't care. They will just go and get the job done with whatever you hand them. Alright. Just pretending I'm on real server. Get out of the way of traffic while I set up the next route. So I actually have a hotkey for my company, and I just go straight to this section here. Make a truck route to feed the cheese factory. We can call it milk cheese. You know what? Let's go fuel milk cheese. Make it a slightly more complex route. Oops. I need to set it up. Alright, so in this case, we're going to do what we did with the fuel runs, basically. We're going to start in fuel, pick up some fuel, take it to Knox some fuel storage. From Knoxon, we're going to go to Ghazi Ranch. And from Ghazi Ranch, we're going to go to the cheese drop-off. And then lather, rinse, repeat. Okay. Let's assign that to the tanker. Add him. Add the truck route. Fuel milk cheese. Easy peasy, huh? Make sure that we are set on Jeju Harbor for the first stop. Close. Put it on the road. Hop on out. Go, go. Alright. Looks like I have 11 minutes left to play, according to my timer. So what do you want to do? How much money have I got left? 35,000. Can't buy much down here. You know what? We need to put a parking spot on our new property, so let's go do that. This is a really short trip, so we're just gonna tough it out in real time. Pardon me. This is the architect's office. This is where all plans can be purchased. Open the door, run upstairs. The man's at the top floor. Oh, you look familiar. This island has a lot of twins. I like your haircut, though. Okay, so you can see there's all kinds of plans in here. Large garages, small houses. These are what we're interested in, the parking spaces. I like to get a large parking space so we have room for anything. Just bought one for $3,000. Wide variety of houses available. These we're going to definitely want at some point. Can't afford it right now, but that'll help us repair our company trucks. Lots of options. Oh, I've got a sticking key. Hold on. Pardon me. A piece of cookie has fallen between one of my keys. There we go. My little down arrow was jammed. Okay. Now, I was holding the plans. I just put it into my 3 slot by hitting the 3 key. And now I don't even need the truck for this. We can teleport straight to our new property over here. Boom. There we are. Now to build this, or to place the parking spot, hit the 3 key. Shows the edge of the property. Hit the X key to build it, and we can put it wherever we want. I like to put it close to where the mailbox is, just so that when you teleport, it will be right there. Use the sideways motion keys to fine-tune things. Let's move it down a little bit. See, I'm going to stick it in the corner. And then X to place it. Boom. Now, this is an annoying feature, and it's a language issue, I'm sure. He's Korean, and he didn't have a better choice of words, but when you click on this spot, you can manage the building, and you can undo what you just did. It says destruction. Doesn't mean you're going to destroy it. Just means you get it back. See, it's in my 3 slot again. Just put it right back in there. So if I wanted to change it to the other side, you just run over and do it. And that goes for anything you put in a property. If you drop a couch in your house, you can just pick it back up. Oh, I just hit the wrong key. Here we go. X to drop it. There we go. So now we have a place to teleport and a place to pick up our cars. So now we can grab our Fox. Like I said, this property is just as good as the one across the street, because 2 seconds from that property, you're at the property across the street. Any car can go across there. You don't need an off-road vehicle. Yeah, that is the spot to buy. So I got 6.5 minutes left. Can we grab these again? Ooh, 30 of those. Let's do that. I'm going to put you on pause. Well, actually, let me get out of here. Get reorganized here. All right. Forgot to turn the motor off. Whatever. I just don't like listening to it while I'm doing this. Okay, I'm going to put you on pause, and I'll come back when the Jeep is loaded. Okay, back. I was only able to get 7 on board. The Fox won't let me stack any higher than this, unfortunately. So, this is what we got. Let me get the UI back up. 7 boxes total. I'm going to head back to Sagupio, to the pizza place this time, and grab another contract. And put you in hyper fast time-lapse mode, and we'll just get there. See you in a little bit. We're at the pizza place. Ironically, where a lot of people start their game is just a step along the way for us. I hate delivering pizzas. I just hate delivering pizzas. I love pizza. I just don't want to deliver it. Like, I could live off of pizza. Cheese boxes. We have enough for 5 because we only have 7. So we will make, what was that? We'll make, again, another 10 grand on top of whatever these boxes are worth. $36 grand plus 10 grand. I think math says that's like 46 grand for a quick trip. Yeah. There are ways to make hundreds of thousands at a time, but for a new player in a tiny little car like this, making 45 grand per trip is pretty awesome. And it's fun. I just love driving the small cars, so that's why I do it this way. And we're sitting on 78 grand. I think for the last couple of minutes that I see on my timer, I'm gonna teleport back to home base here. And then I'm gonna go monitor the cheese place and basically put you on pause, and I'm gonna let it run for a full day cycle and see how much our little company truck has improved the cheese factory. So let's take a look at it first. Okay, we're sitting at 0 on this side, 0 of 100, so we need milk. We have room for 7 more boxes and 77 cheese pallets. So yeah, the little truck's got its work cut out for it. Let's see where it is at the moment. Go back to the truck tab. Tanker is heading to Jeju Harbor with nothing on board. I wonder if it has dropped anything so far. Looks like it. Somebody's dropped stuff. Container. We've dropped some container. Yeah, we've dropped a couple of loads of fuel. 7 fuel and 5 milk so far. So the little truck is doing some work already for us. And so is the container. That means the meat has more stuff in it. That's great. You know what? So yeah, I'll just put you on pause. I'm going to actually wait it out until approximately 2150, 2200 rolls around, and we'll see what the situation looks like then. So, see you in a little bit. I'm back briefly. I had an idea while I was waiting around. As you can see, a few hours. It's 10:25 now. Got another 10 hours to go. But the trucks have already made some progress. We got fully loaded with cheese boxes, and pallets will follow suit. While I was waiting, I got bored and I painted up the Tuscan. Gave it some parts. It's pretty fun to drive now. It was fun, but now it's a little more stable. Yeah, fun little car. Glad I kept it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to this company view, and I'm going to go really high speed, and for the remainder of the time I'm going to let this run, and you can watch these guys go about their appointed rounds basically, and occasionally I'll switch between the two and show them on the progress on their route. So here you go, a little high speed corporate truck action for you. It's only 1703, 1700-ish, but close enough. Let's go see what things look like. And then we're going to wrap this up, because we're running out of time. Okay, well, the meat, just that a little bit of 1 day's worth has completely filled the meat supply. We are stoked. Plus, there's an extra container. And that thing's going to keep relentlessly bringing them like the sorcerer's apprentice, duplicating broomsticks, basically. And we should have an unlimited supply of these. Now, look also here. Demand has gone up because this is now full. Our demand is now completely maxed out. These are as good as they get. That's perfect. So that's exactly what we wanted. In our next episode, we're going to deliver these puppies. Maybe 2 sets of them. We'll see. If we can get 10 on board, that'll be amazing. I might even use a different vehicle to make sure we can get 10 on board. But we'll see. We have 30 grand. We've got money sitting in that vault right there. Meat money. And we'll get to delivering that on the next episode. So thank you for joining along this time. Oh, I just want to mention regarding this whole system. You may have seen I've switched between them a couple times and adjusted things here, especially on the container. One trip through, it went through this area and it did not pick up a container. So I went over here and I changed its destination so that it would go back basically to number 1 and cycle through that area again. And then it found a container. That was the last one it delivered. Anyways, I hope that whole segment looks better on fast speed than it did me sitting here drinking coffee and watching it and poking it around with it a little bit. So, cheers. See you next time. Have a great day.